How do you know if your ideas actually solve your problem? It's time to find out in the test stage. During testing, you'll want to pay close attention and use your powers of observation to see if people understand how to use your prototype without a lot of help or explanation from you. Testing might not go the way you expect, and that's okay because you'll use what you learn to improve your designs. The process of seeing what happens when people use your prototypes and then making your prototypes better is called iteration, and it's an important part of a designer's job. The design team at Central Elementary tests their prototypes over the course of a week and learns a lot. All of the students on the first floor were excited about the idea of earning extra recess on Friday. The design team heard students reminding each other to sort their food correctly, so they thought that was a good sign. When it came time to score the classrooms on how well they were doing, the design team had a hard time figuring out what scores to give out. How much mixing is a 3 versus a 4 or a 2? They had to ask the janitor for help figuring it out. At the end of the week, no class had a perfect score, but 2 classrooms had tied scores of 17 out of a possible 25 points. And those were the highest scores. The team hadn't thought about what to do with a tied score, so both classes earned extra recess. After talking to the janitors, they decided that the classes needed to do better, so they will change the rules so you have to get a score of at least 21 to earn extra recess. The team was excited to see their funnel in action. They went with the janitor on Monday to see how it worked and were disappointed to see that things got stuck in the narrow end and the liquid wouldn't go through. After talking to their teacher and the janitor, they decide a strainer might work better. So the janitor gives them an old window screen that was in the school basement, and the teacher helps them cut it up to make a shape that covers the top of the bucket. This way, when kids pour stuff in, the solids will stay on top of the screen and the liquids will go through. They test that on Wednesday. It works better than the funnel, but the edges where the wires were cut are sharp and unsafe, and it's a bit awkward for the janitor to take off and clean. So they call the folks at DT Philly for help and get some advice about making a new version of their prototype. They really like the third iteration of their prototype. It's made with a flexible plastic screen that isn't sharp. It's more like fabric. Because this screen doesn't hold a shape like the wire, they use plastic craft string to sew it onto a wreath form their teacher found at AC Moore. It fits perfectly over the 5-gallon bucket they use for the liquids. For their third prototype, having a classroom helper who takes care of small spills, the team quickly learned that the brown paper towels from the bathroom aren't very good at absorbing spills, and the floor is still sticky if someone spills juice. Their teacher brings in a roll of good paper towels and some wet wipes, and the students find that these are much better tools for cleaning up. Because the team tested, they learned which parts of their designs worked well and which could be improved. How will testing help you improve your designs?